He needs some milk.
God damn it, I hate this already.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Connor. Are you ready? Are you ready to talk about it?
I think I'm ready to talk about it, except I don't know, my C's is kind of messed up right now.
Should we perhaps bring someone else in to talk about it?
Probably, because I'm very uncomfortable with someone else being on my couch without, you know. It's bad enough whenever Ethan's awake. Whenever TSB is awake.
Yeah, fuck him, I guess.
But now we have someone else like sitting in, and I guess he's here to talk about it too.
Connor, who the fuck is on our couch?
It's ArseQueef! Internet celebrity ArseQueef! You talk about it.
Yeah.
Welcome, ArseQueef. It's so nice to have you on.
Oh my god, I have to do like parkour and stuff, don't I? I totally forgot.
Yeah, you gotta do a tiny bit of parkour.
Right.
Oh
shit, that's awesome. What do you call that?
That was a 180 360 gainer.
Oh Jesus, Tony Hawk would be so proud.
ArseQueef, what the fuck are we drinking?
Okay. I'll go through the detailed recipe for everyone at home that wants to drink it as well.
Oh yes, of course.
We'll do a like sped up version of the Behind the Sheets theme real quick.
Yeah. So, tonight we're drinking a concoction that I so geniusly came up with all by myself, individually.
Sure.
Did you know?
That is, yes, that is a strong mix of what is, on my side of the ocean, Belgian double chocolate flavoured British milk.
Ooh.
So that's the starting point. So I've already got you all interested. So you fill that up like 3/4, or like, 6/8 if you're feeling frisky.
Ooh.
And then you grab the nearest, cheapest rum that you can find, and then you top it off the rest of the way. And then you grab your finest stirring spoon.
Ooh.
That is a nice stirring spoon.
And then stir for approximately 47 seconds.
Oh wow.
So specific.
Yeah. Until, to taste, but I like 47 seconds. And then, pour it in your favorite D&D related mug, which is the only mug I have, and then drink away. And this drink has been so lovingly named Fight Milk.
So this came all from your own brain, no inspiration from pop culture whatsoever?
I mean, if someone did it before me, it's a complete coincidence, I would say.
Oh, right. Yeah, of course. No.
I mean, if everyone wants to try and sue, they can go ahead. I got the paperwork.
We'll get our lawyers on it.
Yeah.
You guys heard it here first. Fight Milk. Registered trademark, sweeping the nation. All nations.
Trademark ArseQueef 2018.
Listen, I've tried it with a lot of people, and no one said they don't like it yet.
Yeah. I don't know if we did it right. We fucked up because we didn't get British. We didn't get British chocolate milk, and we also didn't get rum with the name
Fuck shit tittycock
in it, which is apparently very important to the recipe.
I kind of wanted to keep that just between us, just in case,
we'll edit that out.
Yeah, please. I mean, I don't want everyone to know the best kind of recipe. Like,
well, I guess our censor does have the name in it. Yes, let's talk about it. The only podcast where us censoring it is us saying "fuck shit tittycock."
Oh my god.
That's the story for another time. So, ArseQueef. It has been about a week since
you looked at me.
All right, Kylen's being kicked off the couch right now.
All right, bye.
Should we preface this by saying that Kylen's been pre-gaming Fight Mode for about 2 hours?
Well, everyone knows that we pre-game before.
Listen, I do this for the art. I do this for the listeners. This is what they want.
This is our work. This is our masterpiece.
No one wants to listen to sober Kylen. She's not cool.
But it's been about 1 week since a little con took place over there.
Yeah.
Where?
MCM London.
I know people are going on British.
Oh no!
Censor.
Can't have that happen.
So yeah, that was about a week ago. And I immediately messaged the people that had the biggest audience that I could reach. So I came to you guys first.
Yes, our whole 6 listeners.
Don't really love the scoop.
And I only usually listen until I get name drops, and I usually just close the window, so.
Yep, 12 minutes in. Okay, got the ArseQueef name drop. Let's that's all I want from this.
That's it. We can call it an episode now. Save Sober Connor about 2 hours, 50 minutes of editing.
So yeah, what the fuck happened, man?
How was it? Anything that you did? Well, yeah. Let's just talk about what you did. Like highlights, high points, low points.
Okay.
Midpoints.
Let's go chronologically.
Okay.
Oh yes.
That might help my memory a bit.
That's a great way to set things up.
Yeah. So London's about a 5-hour trip for me on the train, because unfortunately we haven't discovered flight travel over here yet, so we have to use trains still.
Oof.
Mm-hmm.
Big oof.
Big oof.
And most of my trains were delayed, so ended up being about 6 hours. Or
Oof.
cancelled, so yeah, it was pretty bad.
Ugh.
I had to sit next to the bin for the entire journey to London, which left me in a less than sexy mood when I arrived in sexy ass London.
Less than sexy mood.
Less than sexy.
I like how the default is sexy mood, but then circumstances made it less than sexy. But yes. Okay, so terrible train travel time.
Terrible trip, but nowhere to go from the bottom then up. I hope, question mark.
Well, luckily I have a friend who lives in London.
Okay.
Who has graciously offered me his pull-out couch for the weekend.
Was it Pull Out King?
No. We don't mention that name. No people with names that are funnier than mine, please.
I get
triggered. But before I went there, I went to a friend's place, and this friend had also told about the wonders of fight milk.
Oh.
So she had bought some milk and some rum ready for my arrival.
Spreading the gospel.
Yeah.
You're like Krebney with his group of fanatic followers. Preaching the gospel of fight milk.
Don't compare me to that evil motherfucker.
He's not evil. He's just misunderstood. Oh no, he's evil.
So yeah, I arrived at their place, and where we shared pizza, fight milk. One of them was actually Feline Trickster, which is a artist she does like a load of quick roll art and stuff, which is pretty cool. The first time meeting her.
Nice.
Yeah, they tried some fight milk and they loved it. Obviously, I mean, who doesn't?
Only people who prepare it wrong.
Yeah. So yeah, got drunk a bit. Went back to my friend's place and played Overcooked 2 on the Switch for about an hour.
Such a great game.
Mm.
And I was ready to just pass out the second I walked in, but then he pulled out Overcooked 2, and then within like 15 minutes we were shouting at each other and screaming. Because it is a tense-ass game.
Yeah. That game is stressful. I haven't played it myself, but I have seen another streamer. I think its name is pronounced the Atacappa, but it seems stressful, and there was a lot of yelling. Lots of yelling to like, no, go get the tomatoes. No, go over there. Yeah.
Yeah, the amount of times we knocked each other off the edge and then just intense expletives that cannot be repeated. Otherwise, we'll have to censor them with more expletives.
Slightly more tame expletives.
Yeah. So yeah, that was Friday night. And so the MCM actually started on Friday, but I didn't go on the Friday because Critical Role weren't there, so what's the point?
That's fair.
You also have to conserve your strength.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, just the energy of the con.
Yeah, less exposure to con plague, the better.
Yeah.
Oh, that too.
And if I have to sniffle during this, because I did get some con plague.
Oh no.
Conquer.
Oh no.
But it's been a week, so I'm fine now.
Okay.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. So I tried to sleep on Friday night. Couldn't do it. Couldn't get to sleep. I was too nervous.
Oh.
So I was like, I was asleep for like an hour, and then from like 2 a.m. to 7 a.m., I was just lying awake, which was not the best after the day I had on Friday. So I woke up my friend at like 7:30 to go use his shower, because his bedroom's in between the shower and where the couch is, which he didn't appreciate, but...
Oh, man.
But then I got to use his shower, and he has the best shower. Oh my God, it's so good.
Oh, God.
You know, one of the showers is just like, psh, like full power.
The water pressure too good.
Yeah. Oh.
Beautiful.
I mean,
when the water pressure game fuego.
if him and his girlfriend ever break up, I'm taking that room, like, just for that shower.
Do it. Take a shower. Do it. Me.
Now you gotta actively work to like break them up.
Be a homewrecker.
I
But
think
also don't.
I'm doing all right, because he's in my D&D game, and she's not the biggest fan that he's in that game.
Oh.
Because well, it's in a good way. Quick tangent. We play online, like 7 p.m. usually, and he gets home at work from at 6:30.
Mm-hmm.
So usually they have dinner together, and then if it's a D&D night, he plays D&D with me. But there has been occasions where he's got home from work kind of late, and then she's been at home cooking dinner for him, and then she sets it out on the table, and then he gets home. He gets home, takes his dinner off the table, puts it in front of the computer so he can eat while playing D&D, and she has to eat dinner all by herself.
Oh, he must be big mad.
Yeah, so she doesn't like me very much.
Oh no.
No, we get along great.
Okay, that's good.
But yeah, so I think last year I got him, because they just bought their place at this point, and I got him a cushion with a picture on it of dogs playing D&D, like the dogs playing poker.
Oh, nice.
Like based off the dogs playing poker picture, or based off the comic?
The famous painting.
Okay.
You know, to decorate their new place.
Yeah.
But apparently he had to save it from the fire, because
Oh,
so he only brings it out when I'm around.
Oh no.
The rest of the time it's hidden away in the cupboard.
Oh.
Those kinds of gifts.
But yeah, she's a lovely girl, and she'd made sure to leave to her parents for this weekend, because she knew there'd be a lot of D&D talk going on. So a smart move on her part.
She just would have been like, oh.
God, all these fucking nerds.
Well, she went to Cambridge, so she's a bigger nerd than I'll ever be. So.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, Saturday morning, I left for the con at like 8 a.m.
Oof.
Yeah.
Big early.
Yeah. Took the tube by myself, by the way, which was a big, that's a big accomplishment.
Did you mind the gap?
I didn't mind the gap. Every gap that I saw, I minded.
A quick side note, London public transportation is so polite compared to American public transportation, like American subways. And my only reference point really is London to New York City, where they're just like, hey, get the fuck on the subway, it's about to go. Step over the dead rats and the hobo piss. But, in London, London's just like, mind the gap, please. So, it's quite lovely in comparison and much cleaner. But yes, continue.
So yeah, I took the tube. Got my got my massive fuck off bag stuck in the doors.
Oh no.
Oh no. What were you carrying?
Just like my coat, my camera, food, crap like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, so you were prepared to survive the con day.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
So I got my bag because it was like the train was packed, obviously.
Yeah.
And I just snuck on as it was leaving, and the doors closed on my bag. And then I was surrounded by people that were going to the con too. Well, it looked like because everyone was in cosplay.
Oh.
So
You
I was
would
surrounded.
love to be going to the con.
Yeah. So I was surrounded by like a furry and some weebs, and then I think like One Punch Man helped me get my bag out the doors, which was nice of him. So I arrived.
Cool dude.
Yeah, he was a cool dude. He's like bald with like a yellow unitard. That's him, right?
Oh.
That's right. I've never seen One Punch Man.
One of those weeb shows.
Oh, okay, yeah. That sounds like One Punch Man.
Yeah. So I arrived like 9ish, and then I realized that I have a general entry ticket, which gets me in at 11. So I went through all like the ticket thing, and then I had to stand in line for 2 hours. But I was at the front of the line, which was a good thing, because I was a dumbass and didn't realize when my ticket got me in.
Oh.
So you just stood there for 2 hours.
Pretty much. And I was by myself, so I didn't even have anyone to talk to.
Oh.
I know, so lonely. But I did see like 1,000 Critical Role cosplayers while I was stood there.
Oh, nice.
It was just like Keyleth, Jester, Keyleth backs just passing me all the time, which is pretty cool. Because before this, I'd only ever met one other person who was a critter out in the wild.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
And that was just passing on the street. So that was pretty cool. So yeah, we get in. I check when my autograph time is because I have one autograph ticket for Brian.
Nice.
And then one group photo picture, which was on a Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
It was actually on a Saturday, but then I swapped it with some girls from Austria because if they kept with theirs on a Sunday, they would have missed their flight home.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So I swapped with them because I didn't have anything to miss.
Right.
So I talked to them later, but we'll get to that.
Ooh.
So yeah, I get my autograph ticket for Brian. Meet up with some other friends that were going. Some of the UK Critters group. And they were all in cosplay and they looked amazing. They had an awesome Tiberius.
Oh.
With like a full dragon mask, like dragon hands, dragon feet.
Yes.
shit.
He had like little potions that had like Gilmore's logo on them on his belt.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he was badass. And you couldn't walk anywhere with him because people would stop him every 5 seconds to take a picture.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't think at GenCon we saw any Tiberius.
Oh, no, yeah. I feel like saw pretty much every other character.
Like a lot of the NPCs, but no Tiberius.
I don't know. Did we see a Grog at all? That might
Yes.
even... Really?
I vaguely remember seeing Grogs.
Okay.
A lot of them were Fem Grogs, but...
Oh, okay. Other than that, I pretty much remember seeing, like, everyone under the sun from all, like, the most popular list. Unfortunately, did not see any Tyriox. Like, what the hell, guy? We need one-arm map maker representation. Saw Victor, though, I think. So, that's good. But yeah, no Tiberius. So, that's cool.
That was really cool.
It's cool that you saw such a really done-up, intricate Tiberius cosplay.
Yeah. I think one of the first things I noticed was that this is basically like you're at CritterCon, just about how many like shirts and cosplays there were. Like it was insane. Like I think the only other like medium that rivaled it was probably like Marvel costumes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But other than that, it was mostly Critical Role stuff I saw. Unless I wasn't recognizing some weeb shit, but
But like that's crazy thinking about how popular like Marvel comics are, and then saying that Critical Role rivals that. I don't know. To me, that just blows my mind.
Yeah.
There was way more Kyles than there were Deadpools.
God damn, that's like a first.
Yeah.
Which is good because Keyleth cosplayers are less annoying than Deadpool cosplayers.
That's fair. I don't think putting antlers on gives you an excuse to be an asshole to people.
Ooh, the fight milk is hot this evening.
So so met some cool people. Had a quick walk around because my autograph thing wasn't for like another hour. Went to go see Tess Fowler.
Oh.
Tess!
Yes,
Queen.
Because she had done the gift that I was going to give Brian.
Right. Did you have 2 copies?
I had 2 versions of like the same kind of thing, but they were slightly different.
So what was the deal behind that? Did you guys plan that ahead of time or like?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So I think like a few months ago, she posted on Twitter that she was opening commissions for London. And at this point, I was looking for something to give Brian because I had nothing at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And I was searching for anything. So I thought, ooh, I can get Tess to do something for us.
Yeah.
So I messaged her saying, hey, can you make a piece of art for me and Brian for London? And she said, yes, that'd be awesome. And she was, really enthusiastic about it and really cool about it. And she came up with most of the ideas herself, and I was just like, yeah, that sounds awesome, do that. Because she's just the best. And then Tess's line when I got there was it was basically, because they have like this artist alley,
mm-hmm.
where you have all like the comic book size like in a row and columns and stuff. And like you could easily tell which artists were like critter artists because they are just like hordes of people around there.
Oh, I bet.
And it was impossible to see Kit Buss the entire weekend because she was just, her queue was like around the whole.
Oh my god!
The whole thing.
I heard that too.
Yeah, it was pretty nuts.
On Twitter and like the pictures were just crazy.
Yeah, that was nuts. But managed to go see Tess. Met like a few cool people in line, and just chatted about shit. Tess instantly recognized me when I walked up, which was pretty cool.
Awesome.
And she was actually working on the thing that I asked her for at the time, and she was just finishing it up. I met her significant other, Chris.
Yes.
Who's also really cool.
Yeah.
Just a swell dude. So yeah, we chatted for like 5 minutes. She handed me the gift that she just finished, and and Connor, you can edit in the picture of what it was. It was a drawing of me and Brian together clinking drinks was one of them.
Oh yeah.
And then the other one was me and Brian in I had a stay shirt on and he had a turnt shirt on, and we were both given the bird.
Classy.
Yes.
So my intention was that I would keep one and he would keep one.
Mm-hmm.
So I got 2 made.
Fittingly, yes.
Mm-hmm.
So which one did you keep?
We'll get to
are we getting to that?
We'll get to that. Stop trying to cut ahead.
I just want to know the lore.
So were people like recognizing you on site, or like was it kind of one of those things where they would talk to you and you'd be like, oh yeah, I'm ArseQueef? Or
well, like you posted a picture before the con, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Because I wanted to meet as many people as possible, and I can't recognize everyone.
Right.
So I thought maybe people can just recognize me. Like I stopped as many cosplays as I could, but if you've not got a Gilmore's Glorious Good shit on, how am I going to know?
You just have to look at how glorious people are.
Yeah.
So were you just like meeting people like every step of the way, or like did you manage to get by pretty incognito?
I would say I was pretty incognito, or a lot of people were being very nice and respectful.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Like I think one of the first people recognized me just His name's Tom from the UK Critters group. I saw he was taking because I recognized him because we'd spoken before, and I walked like near him, and he was taking pictures with people because he was dressed as Travis from the opening credits.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
And I walked near him, and I'm pretty sure he screamed my name loud enough for the rest of the con to hear, which was kind of awkward. But pretty cool.
Cut to random Deadpool cosplayer. Who the fuck just screamed ArseQueef from across the damn...
Why is that more inappropriate than anything I'm doing? I gotta step my game up.
Yeah, so like we took a picture and stuff, which is pretty weird. When someone asks like, "Can I take a picture with you?" It's like, yes, obviously yes, because why not? Just a surreal experience. I met this girl called Ivanka who was dressed as Bo, and she handed me some pocket bacon.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Which had like stats on it, which was like, this counts as a full meal, but you also taste lint and like gravel.
Oh wait, so it wasn't real bacon?
No, sorry, it was like a piece of card. It was like had bacon pattern on it.
Damn.
And on the back it had like pocket bacon.
Well, now my goal is to be a Bo cosplayer with like actual bacon, like take it one step further.
I think there was an actual like Bo cosplayer who was handing out like jerky at GenCon, but I also could have just picked up on pocket bacon and not realized that she was like handing out paper or something.
That's the goal now, lads. Hand out gross meat to strangers.
If you are a Bo cosplayer, please give me jerky.
Give me your meat.
Okay, I'll skip ahead to when I was in the line for Brian.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay, how long did this take?
The queue.
Mm-hmm.
The queue was pretty short. Like, so they handed out like autograph times so they could split people into groups of when they were signing, because they were going to be signing all weekend. So they, spread it out so there wasn't like a massive queue at one time. So I was probably only in the queue for like half an hour.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That is very nice compared to Connor's autograph wait time.
You do not mess with the British on their queues. We've got this shit down.
Americans don't know how to stay in line.
No.
We're very rowdy, disorderly when it comes to lines.
We don't even need like any dividers. It was like Brian's line, Liam's line, Sam's line, Matt's line.
Yeah, it seemed like it. Like it looked pretty efficient from the video I saw of you guys in your queues.
Meanwhile, we've got Danny Carr at the live show just trying to like usher people into a line because we can't handle our shit.
Yeah, no, and then we're just like always trying to cut in line or like hold up the line. Just really, we're awful with lines, us Americans.
How long did it take to get for your GenCon autograph things? You got that queue? 4 hours.
4 hours.
Holy shit.
4 fucking hours.
4 hours later.
Meanwhile, I had a nice full con day where I did lots of shit because I wasn't able to get a ticket. Because at GenCon, we only had one ticket available, but it'd get you to everyone that was there. Unlike with MCM, where you could have a ticket for each person. So that might have contributed to why it was so much longer.
Maybe, yeah.
Especially since, from what it looked like from the bit that I observed, that all the cast members were really taking their time to get to talk to everyone. So not just like sign and push them on their way, but like actually hold a conversation with them, which, is really nice.
Yeah. So is that the same for you? Like obviously you had a single ticket for Brian, so like you actually got to have a conversation with him.
Yes.
How did that go?
So when I was in line first, there was these really cool people behind me that were in like steampunk outfits.
Ooh.
And like it was like full leather and like it looked pretty cool. So I said, "Hey, you both look awesome." And it was this man and this woman.
Mm-hmm.
And they went, "Oh, thank you." And then we started talking about their outfits and stuff. And then they said, "Hey, we're from a company called Cognitive Merchant, and we do like bespoke RPG products. So basically, they do like custom DM screens and like leather work and stuff like that. And they've made like DM screens for like Satin Phoenix and Ruti something. What's his name?
Rudy
Who's
Berg.
something like that?
That dude.
Oh wow.
And they're like, "Oh wow, this is cool." And then so yeah, we were trying and just shooting the shit. And then they said, "Hey, put your Twitter in here and I'll follow you." So I'm like, "Okay, yeah." And I did it, and she took it back and was like, "Oh, I'm already following you." And she looked at me, "Oh, you're ArseQueef."
Oh my god, incognito mode for sure. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, and then they realized that we were in the line for Brian, and they're like, "Oh my god, you're about to meet Brian." I was like, "Yeah, I am."
Oh wow. So talk to me about the thought process for getting autographs. Were you trying to get with like more than one person, or were you just like, "Oh no, man, I gotta meet Brian. Like that's the first priority."
Okay, so the autograph tickets were like expensive,
Yeah.
so I could only afford one.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, if I could only afford one, I'm gonna get one with Brian.
Right.
Makes sense.
Fuck everyone else.
Fuck the regular cast. I am Tox Machina famous. I get that though. I get that.
Same. Absolute same.
Yeah. So if you only could afford one autograph ticket, who'd you get it with?
Matt. Matt, because of a conversation that we can probably talk about.
Yes.
Well, we'll talk about it as long as it's like 5 hours into the episode. Not 5 hours.
Let's see.
Sorry, this is not going to be a 5-hour episode. Sober Connor would kill me.
Well, I have actually gotten a chance to talk and get an autograph from Brian. So I would have said him, but other than that, I would probably say Taliesin. Followed by Matt, I think.
To go get that goth energy.
Yes, I live off that goth energy. And Talison's just my role model in just life in general. So, but yeah, no, if I had to choose. Otherwise, I would just say I would love to meet the whole cast and crew. That's why I'm very jealous of Connor.
Well, I have not gotten to meet the entire cast. So I was able to get a GenCon autograph ticket. But unfortunately, Travis and Laura were not there because they had just had baby Ronan.
And then Ashley
was not there because she was busy being a TV star in New York. So.
Fuck Blind Spot and fuck Ronan.
No! Don't say that about the baby. You can say the blind spot, but not the baby.
But I was able to go through the line. But I did not know what to say for like most of these people. But I guess we can start talking about it now. So I had gone through this line wanting to thank everybody for something. For most of them, I was just coming up with it on the top of my head. But like the very first person was Liam. And about 3 seconds into the conversation, I realized Liam's not going to remember me. Liam cannot see me right now because the sun is shining in his eyes and I'm backlit AF.
Oh no.
And I'm trying to speak to him, but like there's a din of noise behind me. If he's anything like me, I know he has been fighting with ear issues, but if he's anything like me, he's probably suffering from like sensory overload right now where he's like picking up on everything. But I'm just like, thank you for exploring dark backstories through your characters, and using that therapeutically. Thank you for All Work No Play, which I did not realize was being renewed as a show on Critical Role.
Yeah.
At that point,
You're probably the reason they brought it back.
God, do you remember Cybrwulf1201 and his plea to bring back all work, no play?
I should have thanked him for wooing at my name in like those two Talk Machina episodes, but like,
Thank you for woos.
But then I did, and Camille does D&D, loves me for this, but I'm just like, hey, you hugged my sister last night.
Biological sister.
But, yeah, sure.
Whatever you want to believe.
Sam was, of course, sitting next to him. And I just thanked him for one of the best compliments that I've ever gotten from someone. Thanked him for being unapologetically him and exploring his sort of characters. I think Taliesin was sitting next to him. Once again, thanked him for being unapologetically him. I think Sam for all work no play too, sorry. Taliesin for being unapologetically him and just giving no fucks. Like, I love his characters and everything, but like, I just love the man. But I couldn't really get more personal than that, because I'm not going to pretend like I know this like ancient majesty that is Taliesin Jaffe.
How can one truly describe and know a pyramid?
You've gotten pretty close with a ziggurat, but...
well...
Marisha, I want to thank her for all of the like creative director stuff that she's done. I specifically called out Dread and crap, there was another show. Whatever. I specifically called out Dread. Let's just go with that.
Do you remember anything they said back to you? Like, I was just like, thank you so much. Like,
most people were just like, thank you for staying in this 4-hour line. I know this has been a lot, but we appreciate you. I remember what Marisha and Matt said the most.
Oh.
Because I got more personal with them.
Oh.
I have a long-standing theory that Keyleth was Demi.
Yes.
Because, yeah, let's talk about it. So,
just explain what Demi is real quick for people who might not know.
So demisexual is someone who doesn't experience sexual attraction until they establish a strong bond of friendship or something like that, and
Makes sense.
then feelings start to progress more into more of a sexual nature. It's on the asexual spectrum.
Okay.
A lot of people who are trying to discover themselves on that spectrum tend to stop there at some point, maybe. But the word asexual has been mentioned like 3 times in Critical Role, and the only time that it's like ascribed to a relationship is with Vax and Keyleth, but Vax is confirmed bisexual. So I think Keyleth is our ace icon.
Ah.
Not the grey render.
Well, the Grey Render is biologically asexual. That's different. Thordak was the other one.
Asexual icons, Thordak and Green Render.
So you brought this up with Marisha?
I did not bring up the Demi stuff with Marisha.
Okay.
But I did thank her for Keyleth, because druids are my favorite. I loved what she did with Keyleth, and I hated the backlash that she got for high-level Keyleth, especially after the Battle Royale.
Oh, yeah. Salt. Lots of salt.
Salt Bay. But whenever I mentioned all the creative stuff, she specifically said, yeah, I really don't want to let anybody down.
Oh.
Well, sweet.
Which I responded, I don't think you could ever.
Oh.
Which she just like brushed off, and I'm just like, I'm so sorry.
Oh, Marisha. Oh.
Precious person who could probably beat my face in.
I still haven't watched her Between the Sheets episode just because I'm like 4 episodes behind now. But I'm really scared for how personal it's going to get. Oof.
They talk about it. They talk about it.
They talk about it.
Oof. They talk about it.
So I was able to talk to Matt, and I told him what I had been asking in Talks Machina After Dark for a while, but for okay reasons, because it is a little distracting and everything, never got through. During his fireside chat, his very first fireside chat, he did call out that like Taldore and Exandria is a place where most gender identities, sexualities, and everything, no one really cares. They're all accepted. He specifically calls out like non-binary individuals, bisexual relationships, asexual relationships, transgender individuals. Most of these things don't have a lot of representation in media. So I specifically thank him for one of those. And I almost started fucking crying. I did get choked up, and he reached across the table to hug me.
I saw that. I was there to see that.
So I had called Kylen up to like buy me a set of dice.
Yes.
Because I had plots that I needed to happen.
Fucking schemer.
I try.
Truly.
But yeah, he was just like, I appreciate that. I'm so damn protective of this community. I just want everyone to feel safe and accepted. And oh my gosh, he's just such a sweet and generally genuine person. And then I talked to Brian. Now I was going across getting the Matt Colville Vox Machina Origins collector edition thing that the photo comes in signed by all of them. So they were all signing that. I got to Brian, and I'm like, thank you so much for everything that you do with Talks Machina and everything. Kylen's over here waiting for me, but she wasn't able to get a ticket. That was all I started saying, and he immediately like grabbed a button and started like signing it like for Niall.
So quick aside, I am a dumbass.
Certified.
Yes, certified dumbass, actually. And so Connor was trying to get me to Lucas Oil Stadium at GenCon, where they were having the autograph session. And first he was like, oh, I want you to buy me this set of dice and bring it to me so I can pay you back. And I was like, no, it's okay. I'll just buy it for you and you can pay me back later. I don't have to go see you. And he was like, okay. But then later...
Mastermind plan foiled at the first hurdle.
Towards the end of the autograph, his time in the autograph line, he was like, hey, come meet me at Lucas Oil. I'm towards the end of the line so we can talk about what we want to do next. And I was like, oh, okay, fine, I guess. So I did. And he really was towards the end of the line. There was only about like 30 people left.
But still, it was about 30 minutes until I got to the end of it.
But, you know, we talked for a little bit, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to go sit over here. Just, you know, come talk to me whenever you're done. So I'm just like sitting on the ground, and I'm sitting on the side actually at the exit where like Brian is closest to the end. And so I'm just like on my phone the whole time, and I'm like looking up at Connor every now and then just to see who he's talking to at the moment, just being like, oh, that's so special, and then looking back down on my phone. And then, you know, I look up and I see Connor talking to Brian, and I see them look in my direction, and just me being the kind of person I am, I'm just looking back down at my phone. And then, you know, I look back up again, and I see him like writing on something, and I see him walking over my way, and I'm just like, oh shit, oh my god. And yeah, he was just like, oh my God, Niall, you're here. It's so good to meet you. You know, I figure all the times I've made fun of you on Talks Machina that I should finally be able to get to meet you. And like, I was incredibly nervous because that's the kind of person I am. But, you know, I played it cool, all things considered. And no, he was such an incredibly nice person. And we just talked about our con experience so far, and just like the live show was the night before, so we talked about that, and I talked about going to the Vox Machina panel. But yeah, no, he was just so incredibly nice, and we got a photo together, and it was really, really a special experience, and would not have been possible without Connor manipulating me to go over there. So yeah, it was all a good time. But that's enough about us. We need to learn about your experience.
Tell us everything.
Yeah.
Give us the lore.
Oh man, it's not nearly as sweet as Connor with Matt or anything like that.
No, because you guys have had this romance for years now. And this was the fated moment.
This was the release of all of that sexual tension. I know.
So yeah, I was talking to these people behind me as we were getting close to the front, and they were like, "Is this the first time you're meeting Brian?" I was like, "Yeah." So like, "Oh my God, are you nervous?" I was like, "Yeah." So, so they weren't nervous because they've obviously like met cool people before, whereas I haven't.
Oh.
So they were like trying to, you know, beef me up, so I wasn't as nervous.
Oh, that's sweet.
Don't worry, when you start walking up, we'll start chanting ArseQueef, so he knows he's coming. So the person behind me's finished. And I start walking up, and then I hear just from behind me just, Squeef, Squeef.
Oh my God.
Which was very kind of them. And so yeah, I start walking up, and Brian just stands up and starts leaning over the table. And we both go in for the hug straight away.
Aww. Ooh, that's good shit. I saw the video of you guys hugging, actually.
Yeah, so there's a video on my Twitter page of that moment, which my friend Lydia so kindly videoed for me, which I didn't know she was doing at the time.
Oh.
We have to record all this stuff for posterity's sake.
Yes, that's nice to have. And I think we both left there. See, I'm getting nervous now just talking about it.
Oh no!
We'll blame it on the alcohol.
Yeah, damn pint milk. I think the first thing we both say is just like, "Oh my God, so nice to meet you finally." And then as soon as we like separate from the hug, he turns around to Rachel, and Rachel is the vice president of marketing at Critical Role.
Yeah.
She's an amazing person, and she's the person who I talk to whenever we have to do stuff for Critical Role together.
Oh, nice.
Like the emotes or the MCN London graphics.
Mm-hmm.
So we know each other.
Hell yeah.
Weird flex.
Weird flex, but okay.
But yeah, she's just the best. Yeah, so he says to Rachel, "Hey, look, see if we can get ArseQueef to come around the back for us."
That's a sentence that everyone wants to hear.
Yeah. So while she's doing that, I get out the two pictures that I got from Tess for us. I said, "Here, I got you these. One of them's for me and one of them's for you." And he takes a look at them and takes a picture, which is thank God he did, because I completely forgot to do that.
Oh.
He says, "Okay, I'll take this one," and he chooses the one where we're both flipping the bird.
Of course.
Yeah.
Because how could he not? And he signs the other one and gives it back to me.
Oh.
And I don't think we really talk. Like, we have like 5 seconds of conversation before Rachel comes and grabs me and says, "Come with me, come with me."
Oh.
And I leave the line, and then she leaves me behind the autograph tables. And she says, "We're going to get you to meet everyone else. Wait here, and I'll see who's available."
Oh.
So I stand there, and then this is the first time I turn around, and there's just a sea of people like staring at me basically because this fucking jabroni's just been brought around the back of the table.
Like, who's this fucking guy?
Who's this dickhead?
Who the fuck are you?
Oh, and I see Brittany. Brittany's there. Brittany Warlock.
Oh, yes, we met Brittany.
Yeah, we did. She was taking tickets for the autograph line for us. Pretty sure.
Oh, I met her during the Talks Machina panel.
Oh.
Yeah, she was the one.
Right. Okay. She was the one. Was she the one?
She was the one
that
moderating our questions.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, you saw her.
Yeah, she's just the nicest person.
Oh, truly.
Also has probably one of the funniest Twitter accounts in existence, so follow her if you're not following her.
Oh my god, yes, her annoying her husband Matt Gee is just the funniest thing.
Yeah. Right up my alley. So yeah, we like hug it out. She's like super nice. She's like, "Oh, I'm so glad you got to make it. Can't wait for you to meet everyone." And then like Rachel grabs me at this point, and she says, "We're going to do Matt first." So basically, what I'm doing, I'm basically standing behind Matt while he's signing for people, and just like a sea of critters are just like in front of me. Like, it's a pretty crazy moment.
Oh. And
then she taps him on the shoulder when he's done signing for the person he's signing for. And he turns around and she goes to say, "And this, Matt, this is," and she can't finish what she's saying because he jumps out of his chair and says, "Oh my god, it's ArseQueef."
Oh, that's so cool! Oh my gosh!
And he sprints out of his chair to hug me, and like we just like embrace for like 5 seconds. You know, we touch hair, so I've got magical hair now. So
yes. You powered
Next
up.
time we see you, it's gonna be like long and flowing and luscious.
Start billowing in the wind.
Yeah, hair of billowing. So yeah, he says, "Oh my god, it's so good to finally meet you." I'm like, "Yeah, same actually." To be fair. I'm just like, at this point I have the worst dry mouth. Like, there's like no saliva in my mouth at all. I'm just like desperate for anything. I can't feel my hands. I might be sweating, but I don't even know at this point. And and yeah, we basically talked for like 2 minutes, and I can't even remember what he said because I was so nervous.
Oh, I feel that though.
Same.
But yeah, I was like, "Thanks for coming with everyone." And he was like, "You know, it's so great you're finally here and we get to meet you all." And yeah, like Rachel's like, "Hey, you should probably sign for other people now." I'm like, "Yeah, what am I doing? Like, these people are like paid to see you, and I'm just stood here like some sort of knobhead, like taking all these people's time."
Oh.
So yeah, I think he sits down, and we move on to Sam.
Oh.
Pretty much the identical things happens. Rachel taps him on the shoulder, and she just, you know, comes around and hugs me. It's like, "So nice to meet you." He compliments me on my shirt, which was, I believe, the only Talks Machina shirt they have, which is the one with Brian's like
Big Brian, yeah,
pixelated face and the state art underneath. And Sam, we talked for like a minute, and then Sam says, he basically says like, "You're someone that we can always rely on. If we need a joke to land, we can always just come to your Twitter and make sure that it's as funny as we think it is." Like, "Sam, please."
Oof, my heart.
Yeah, that was pretty intense. Especially from Sam, which is like just a crazy...
The only person IRL with a 25 charisma.
Yes.
Truly. Jesus.
I can't remember what I said to him. I was just a blubbering mess at this point. So yeah, we went to Talison's area.
Oh.
Talison, he saw me and he was like, "Oh my god, it's you. Okay, ArseQueef, this is ArseQueef. Okay, I mean, what do I say to ArseQueef?" And I was like, "Okay, Talison, yeah, you should be the one that starstruck here." And this is the only person that I remember what I said to him. I said, Thank you for saying my name so regally in that Twitch subscription video, the Twilight Zone one with the
Yes.
which is a great video.
Truly, it truly is.
And he said I have Marisha to thank for that because she came up with the idea and directed it and everything and wrote it. So yeah, and can confirm that Taliesin is the cuddliest man in the world.
Oh.
He's like I felt just absorbed when I hugged him.
Oh, I'm jealous.
Although I will say, if there was a hug tier list, it would go Taliesin, and then Matt is a very close second.
Matt was a very good hug.
Matt is up there.
Oh man. Okay, now I know.
Yeah.
I knew already that like it seems like Taliesin exudes big cuddle energy because every picture I see of him and someone else, it seems like they're always hugging him. And they just always look so safe and warm.
Yeah. Moved on to Marisha's area. Yeah, so she stood up, like, so good to finally meet you and stuff. We hugged it out. And Marisha was showing the signs of jet lag, I would say.
Oh.
She was pretty tired.
That's fair.
Yeah. And I think this is the other person I remember what I said. I remember I said, thanks for the creative direction, like Connor said. And I also said, thanks for your BTS episode, because that had just happened the week before.
Oh yeah.
And she said, thanks for your kind words afterwards. And I was like, okay, didn't know you saw that, but cool.
Oh.
Yeah, she was just the sweetest. Yeah, and I think Liam was in the bathroom at this point, so I didn't get to meet Liam here.
Oh, man.
Oof.
But we'll get to that. Yeah, so after I'd done that, I basically chatted with Rachel for like 5 minutes, and I just like thanked her for like considering me for all this graphic design stuff that she picks me for, and working so well with me on the emotes and stuff. Because a lot of that's her. Like she asked me for what to do, and then I am her tool.
Oh.
Which,
yeah, she's just
how
the best.
about them emotes?
Let's just gush over my emails for like another hour. Should we do that?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I got the list open right here. Sorry.
Spam emotes now. Just flash them all across the screen wildly like the Matrix.
So CybrCon has definitely already done that. But you were talking to Miss Rachel some more.
Yes. Yeah, she's just the best. Like, I just, she wants to make sure that everyone is having the best time, and not just the people there, but also the cast as well. Which I imagine is a tough job.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
like her and Brittany were the only people there that were not the cast from, the family that they have.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's pretty tough on them. Oh, Fight Milk's getting back to me.
Fucking Fight Milk.
Death by Fight Milk.
Yeah. So at this point, Rachel said, okay, I'm going to have to let you go now because I would have just stood there for the rest of the day.
Oh.
So she let me out. And then this girl stopped me as I was leaving. She said, that was amazing. I just watched that. Your ArseQueef, right? And I went, yes. She said, can you sign my Tal'Dorei campaign guide?
Oh my god!
Oh my gosh!
Oh.
And she opened it, and she'd already got like pretty much everyone else's signature. So she said, here, take this pen and sign. And then I was looking at a Tal'Dorei campaign book, like opening page, and there was Matt's signature, Marisha's signature, Taliesin's signature, Sam's signature, Brian's, and then Liam's. And then there was a gap, and she was like, just sign here. And I was like, you want me to sign in between like Matt and Marisha's acting signature? Like, are you sure about this? It's like, is this something that you really want? And she was like, yeah. I was like, okay. Then I saw that everyone else had wrote her name, which is Emma. So I wrote Emma. I started to write stay turnt because I had what else am I going to write? I have no idea what to write. So I wrote stay, and I started to write turn, but I put another S. So she'd asked me to sign this book, and I fucking spelled a word wrong in it. So I went, oh shit, I just spelled that wrong. And she was like, oh my God, it's totally fine, don't worry. I was like, crossed it out and started to write it again. And I looked at her like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, I just messed it up. And she's like, no, don't worry, it's fine. It's like totally on brand for you, so it's cool.
No, that makes it worth more now and value, because it's like, you know, a mess up. It's 1 in a million. It's not going to be replicated.
It's like the Samus amiibos with 2 arm cannons.
Yeah,
the misprints are worth the big bucks.
I'm pretty sure I devalued that book by at least like 75% when I wrote
I don't know. That's the first Tal'Dorei campaign guide that the internet famous celebrity ArseQueef, designer of the crit roll emotes, has signed. So
catch it on eBay for 75 pence in 10 years.
There you go.
And I'm buying it.
I don't know what that means, but
I'm buying it. I'm buying it if that happens. But yeah, she was just the sweetest. At this point, I had such a major dry mouth that I needed to get some water.
oh, that.
I'd run out of water already in my water bottle, so I went to the bathroom to go fill it up. And this was like 11:45, and they had a panel at noon or noonish.
Yeah.
So I went to go fill my water bottle, which was like a 10-minute line to get in the bathroom, obviously. Came out. I'm like, okay, I'll mosey on over to the panel. Got to the panel, and there was like 18 MCM staff members surrounding about 1,000 people.
Oh.
They were just saying, line's full, no one's getting in.
Oh no.
So I was like, fuck. I missed like the one panel I came to see.
Oh.
So I was like, oh, that's fine. And then with some crazy coincidences and some kindness from people on the inside, Rachel said, meet me by the red doors. So I did. And she basically grabbed me by the arm and led me past about 800 people who couldn't get into the panel.
Oh my God.
And then snuck me into the panel through like this side door, basically. So I got to watch like the last half an hour of it.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, Rachel's just the best.
Oh, well, what an awesome person.
I did see Brian make a joke about like security not letting you in, but I didn't realize how true it was.
True fact.
Do you know who I am?
I just signed someone's book. Thank you very much.
I am the ArseQueef.
Yeah, security wouldn't let him in because his name was ArseQueef.
Oh my God.
So you were able to get into at least some of the panel.
Yes. Also meant I had to walk past like 500 people who couldn't get in and just like strolling. It was just like,
I bet they were just like, oh, ArseQueef.
I wouldn't blame him. That's what I'd be like, fuck this guy.
You will rue the day you skipped me in line.
So yeah, I got to watch the panel for a bit. And after the panel, I got to meet Liam for a bit.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And I remember I talked about with Liam because I got over the shock of meeting everyone at this point. So we talked about what food he'd had when he'd been here. I was like, have you had fish and chips yet? He was like, yes. I was like, oh. Have you had English breakfast? Like, he was like, English breakfast yet? He was like, yeah. I was like, oh. He's killing it. He knows what to do when he's in England.
On top of it.
Yeah. So we had a brief conversation before they had to go to their photo op. So we had to part ways. And then that was the last I saw of them on Saturday.
So, can we take a quick break just so I can refill drinks?
Quick break before we talk about Sunday. Yeah.
Sunday.
Okay. So you've actually listened to some of our podcasts. You know that Sober Connor puts in some sort of graphic over some sped up or slowed down version of some song. Any recommendations?
Let's do Panic on the Street of London with a graphic of how much do I want to piss you off?
I mean, you're not pissing me off.
Just put Queen Elizabeth on it.
Yeah, I want that picture of Queen Elizabeth. She's got like a green hood on, and she looks like a granny. So good luck finding that one.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Sober Connor, meanwhile, is just throwing his computer out the window.
Oh, he better not. His livelihood is based off of that.
Oh no.
All right, so we will take a quick break. Sober Connor, do your stuff.
Oi, pip pip cheerio. Let's talk about it, lads.
I'm leaving.
First, two of us stop making failed attempts at light milk, and then we cold open with that. So yeah.
I really should have prefaced this that no British accents can be had on this episode.
Well, I mean, there's only like 2 British accents, right? You can only do posh and cockney, right? No other British accents exist.
I'm gonna let that one slide.
Oh God, the face.
But if you try that shit again.
This was supposed to be a safe space. He's already listened to us do shitty British accents during the week.
Right, like I'm sure Zephyr is enough of an assault on his hands.
Zephyr's fine. Whoever that was in that rat one shot.
What? So, context for that, I ran a one shot this last weekend because one of our friends in our Iman Dragon Heist, basically, which is Waterdeep Dragon Heist reskin for Iman, wasn't able to make it, so I had a chance to run a one shot.
Why couldn't they make it?
Why couldn't they make it?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Who was it?
Wait, yes. Oh, I've had so much to drink. Please excuse me.
We are very drunk whenever we record this. I'm sure all of you know.
I was thinking about Benny and this weekend. I'm like, I don't know why he can't make it. But no, yeah. So ArseQueef was at MCM, so I ran a one shot called Rats of Waterdeep, which is available on DM's Guild, and it's really a lot of fun.
We talked about it in our Halloween episode.
Yeah, we talked a little about it there, but now I'm actually on the other side of having ran it, and it was quite a fun little romp. But
talk about that for a bit. How did that go? What was DMing like for a group?
So it was my first time DMing, and it was a one-shot design for 5 level 1 characters that I reskinned for 3 level 3 characters with like 1 level 3 PC helping them. So I kind of had to rebalance all the fights and everything, which probably made it take a little longer because it ended up lasting about 6 hours with me having to rush the final encounter. But other than that, it was really a lot of fun. Like, to me, it didn't feel as long as it was until by the end, everyone was like, oh, it's been like 6 hours. Are you not tired? I'm like, oh shit. But, no, it was so much fun. A really fun, module with really cool, mechanics. And of course, the players kept me on my toes, but really they found everything they needed to find because it's kind of like a mystery module, and you have to gather clues, but they found everything they needed to get the best possible ending. Unfortunately, they triggered every encounter, which is why it took so long. But no, it was a lot of fun, and I got to do lots of terrible accents and do lots of terrible NPCs. So I made one to mess with my boyfriend, TSB, and it's just this one really dumb rap person who was just like, what? The whole fucking time. I still laugh about it to this day.
I particularly loved your take on the Xanathar.
Oh yeah, my Donald Trump Xanathar. Really, I was kind of considering going that route beforehand, but then one of you guys, before I even introduced the Xanathar in that module, did like a Donald Trump Xanathar crossover, and I was like, okay, yeah, that's it. That's the voice I'm going with. Which I couldn't get it right at first, so I had to like get TSB to like prompt me with an example. But even then, it was still horrible. Because again, I'm very bad with accents. But yeah, no, it was a lot of fun. And
Your dumb rat accent sounded exactly like someone I went to school with.
Oh no! You need to check them out to make sure they don't have the rat play.
Especially the way you said, I don't know.
I don't know.
That was dead on.
I don't know.
Thank God.
Yeah.
I'm British enough to be approved by ArseQueef. That's all I could want.
You get this one, and then that's it.
And really, that's probably the only one, because my accents are terrible. And if you want to find out, come watch me Saturdays on Pro Restarter's channel. 1 p.m. Eastern. Speaking of British people.
So we were talking about Sunday. We left off whenever we finished on Saturday. We haven't talked about Sunday yet. So, AQ.
Yeah, let's talk about Sunday before Kylen insults any other European countries.
Let me do a quick parkour moment.
Oh my god. What?
That leggy action, what do you call that?
A triple, quadruple, somersault, axle, backflip, round off, back handspring.
I'm pretty sure I saw a pop shove it in there as well.
Yes. 360 alley-oop.
ArseQueef, the first guest on the couch, getting all the behind-the-scenes parkour action that he deserves.
You wouldn't believe it. If that Snorlax wasn't there, I'm pretty sure Kylen would be dead right now.
He has a Snorlax as a safety precaution. Because my stunts are too extreme.
If this had video, you would see that every time we come back from break, Connor does a tuck front somersault into his couch.
There you go.
This guy's evil fucking Knievel.
Lands on his Cybrwulf branded pillow that you can find at streamlabs.com/Cybrwulf1201.
I will reacts only.
So we're kind of will plug all those things.
Everyone's across the screen.
So Sunday.
So yeah, Sunday.
Up bright and early in the morning.
Yes, I actually slept on Saturday night, which was good.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I bet all those nerves were like worked off after meeting everyone.
Well, actually, I slept from about midnight to 2 a.m. Woke up, watched Cybrwulf stream for a bit.
Oh.
Because he was finishing Majora's Mask. I think it was that night.
Yeah.
And obviously, I couldn't miss that.
Oh.
Honestly, like, I forgot that I didn't have the volume turned all the way up, so like it's just my voice being very loud on the sides of that. But anyway,
I didn't know this.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, slept for a bit more. Left at an appropriate time on Sunday, so I don't have to wait in line for 2 hours. Get out of the con. Meet up with some friends. Brian messages me and says, "Are you here yet?" So I say, "Yeah, I'm here." He says, "Come over by the booth." I'm like, all right, I'll come over. I get there, and then Rachel and Brittany spot me, so they come over and say hi, and say, "Oh, Brian just messaged me to come over." So she was like, "Oh yeah, come in." So I get led behind again.
Goodness me, am I being summoned?
ArseQueef's glorious assets.
So Brian says, he stands up and says, "We went through all of yesterday, and I realized we didn't get a picture together." So he hands his phone to Rachel and says, "Here, take a picture of us." And I just got to stand next to him. And he puts his arm around me, and then his other arm around me, and then like brings me in close. And I basically do the same.
And it's such a big, cute hug.
Yeah. And we take the picture. We took like 5 pictures. And yeah, that's my current Twitter picture, I believe. So
yeah.
And it's so adorable for anyone who hasn't seen it.
They can see it right now.
Actually, don't put it on screen. Actually, make them go to my Twitter so they have to follow me to see it.
You can't see it right now.
Don't put it on screen. Put it on screen.
You'll see a link. And then you'll see a penguin.
A what?
A penguin.
Yes.
You just
turns
hate
out it's actually
penguin.
like the Batman penguin.
No, it's gonna be regular penguin, and then it's gonna transition to Danny DeVito. Meanwhile, Sober Connor's just gonna be like, "What the fuck, guys?"
What do I have to do with this?
As he's Google searching pictures of Danny DeVito. Oh
I
my!
mean, that's what he does in his spare time anyway, so it's no big deal.
Pictures of Danny DeVito. Safe search off.
So you got a picture with Brian.
Yes.
That was the start to your Sunday, being once again whisked away by Miss Rachel and
Yes.
the
The sweetest people in the world, Miss Rachel and Brittany Wallach.
Yes.
Spent the rest of the Saturday meeting with people I hadn't met yet. Because if you've been at a con, you realise that you have these intentions of meeting people, and then once you get there, it's like, "Oh, we're here. Oh, well, we're here. Okay." And an hour later, "We're here now. Oh, actually, we moved. We're over here now."
Oh my God. Yes.
Yeah.
Very much, yes. That was my GenCon experience in a nutshell. I was trying to meet one of my friends for like several days at Shadow Praxis on Twitter. His name is Rob. And I didn't meet him until like Sunday, I think, was the only time we were able to meet up. But, and then several other people too. It was just a game of like, you know, hide and go seek basically, or tag or whatever. It was just like, missed connections. But I think I was pretty much able to meet everyone I needed to meet, but it was very difficult.
Yeah.
Con goers are difficult terrain.
Yes, they are. I managed to meet a few more people, and then a few other people. Like I was walking over Tessa's booth just to say thanks for what she did yesterday. Met a few people in line there. A few people from Yorkshire, which is where I'm from.
Yes,
cool.
Represent.
Cool.
Yeah.
And then a lovely couple asked me to sign their Tal'Daria book again. And I'd got my practice in this time, so I didn't misspell anything.
T-U-R-N-T.
Whatever. I think I wrote. I went a bit adventurous. I don't know what you're my beloved ArseQueef. Let's give it a bit of flavour.
Oh yes, of course.
Yeah. A few other people like stopped me, and as I was walking around to like ask for pictures, which was pretty surreal.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Which is pretty nuts.
I only had one person ask me for a picture, but even then I was still just like, because I'm an incredibly awkward person in real life. So, someone asking specifically to meet me and get a picture with me was just like,
Yeah, I didn't know what to do with my hands. it was just like, yes.
I also only had one person who like knew me and wanted to get a picture of me, and that was Jordan with the silent PH. So
Oh yeah.
That's pretty cool, though. That's pretty cool.
that was really cool because like I'm a fan of his. Like
So you were just like, ah.
I was just like, okay, yeah. But like it was a last minute thing that he was like gonna be at GenCon, so it was like it was pretty cool, dude. Pretty cool deal.
You actually went to his hotel room though, like
I went to his hotel, but he was not there.
Wow.
Okay, so like I got in, so yeah, let's tell the story. I got into GenCon.
Let's talk about it.
I think it was Thursday night. Well, let's talk about it.
Oh Lord.
I got in there Thursday night, which was before Kylen and TSB were going to get there. But then they were like, okay, well, we're actually probably going to get there, but we don't have a hotel room for tonight. So I'm like, okay, well, y'all can crush here.
Yes, because we thought we were gonna leave later, but I decided to skip class, so we were gonna come that night instead. So our hotel room was for the next day.
So I was just like, okay, yeah, that's cool. I just have about like 5 hours until you get here. But like I was in the very first person who invited me onto a role-playing game stream, Sir Lucian.
Mm-hmm.
Shout
out to at Sir Lucian Gaming.
Oh my god.
Awesome dude.
Very cool.
We both had run-ins with him throughout GenCon.
Yeah, he actually ran the Dungeon World game that TSB and I were in. And he was our DM, and we totally didn't know ahead of time. We just got there, and I'm like, hey, I know you. You know my friend Connor. And he was like, oh, hey, I know you. So it was just a very cool coinky dink.
But I was just like, yeah, I'm just waiting on people. I don't really know what there is to do around here. I don't have a car or anything. I'm just sitting here in a hotel next to the Red Lobster.
The very shitty hotel next to the Red Lobster.
Very shitty hotel next to the Red Lobster.
Smelled like chlorine and nicotine.
But Sir Lucian was just like, come over to our hotel and like play video games. And I'm like, okay. So yeah, I just get a lift and go over there. Sir Lucian and a good friend of both of ours, Graybeard from Graybeard's Tavern.
Oh yes, such a cheerful individual.
Another individual who has big cuddle energy, by the way.
Oh yeah.
If you want to see him in a 5th edition campaign right now, he is on my wonderful Monday Night DMs Indoor Adventures channel, but he's on the Tuesday night game. They're running Barkeep Dragon Heist right now.
Plug
for other stuff. So yeah, I just sat there and like talked with them and just like, hey, what am I supposed to do at Gen Con? What's some like really cool stuff? I have all the panels and stuff because, hey, I have a Twitch channel. Maybe at some point I want to run role-playing games on it. Let me try to learn from all these wonderful influencers and creators. But I don't really know like what the Gen Con experience is. So like we just sat there and we talked about it until we talked about it until Kylen and Ethan got there. But as most things do, like estimations were a little yeah. So I stayed there until a little bit past the time that they wanted to go to bed. So like, well, while you're waiting, like let's not just stay down here. Well, let's like go up to our hotel room. And I'm like, okay.
Wow, chicka wow wow.
So we just went up and like talked about Barovia and Curse of Strahd and like other role-playing games and stuff.
Oh yeah, we finished up.
Saucy.
that's the kind of intimate hotel room talk I get into, apparently.
So about straw.
So about Strahd. But yeah, and then they came down, and I think they, based off of what you told me, like they Lucian was just like, oh yeah, well Connor was waiting on some people whenever he came and talked to us, and you're like, oh yeah, we were those people. We're the ones who picked him up from the hotel.
We're the people.
So it's just, yeah, our big old world is just getting a little bit smaller.
Yeah, GenCon was great. I didn't get to meet as nearly as much people as I would have liked to have, just because my own awkwardness is my worst enemy. But the people that I did get to meet, it was really fun getting to meet them. So yeah, ArseQueef, when are you coming to GenCon?
2019. Ooh.
Oh, yes.
Oh, this is let's talk about it. Exclusive confirmation.
No exclusives.
Drop the PayPal link now.
Yeah, if you'd like to see me at GenCon, feel free to donate.
I do want to clarify that last story. Jordan was not at the hotel room yet. His flights were delayed, and so he couldn't get there until later. But Sir Lucian and Jordan with the Silent PH, they do a Saturday morning D&D show stream together. So that's how I met Sir Lucian. So.
Oh, so you were a fan of Jordan with the Silent PH first, and then Sir Lucian.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool.
What was meeting Jordan like?
It was really chill. Like I was literally like in the line for the Matt Colville talk. You can see me for like 1 second in the video there.
Timestamp in the description.
No.
So we're Connor.
Y'all can dig for it. But I was talking to Graybeard for a little bit because Graybeard's a cool person. We've been in a couple of one-shots together on both Sir Lucian and Indoor Adventurer stream.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, the Indoor Adventurer stream, because we rebranded. And he was just like, yeah, I'm sitting here waiting for Jordan to come out from another thing, and I'm going to show him everywhere because I think this was Jordan's first GenCon. And so I was just like, okay, well, I'm going to sit here and wait to get into the Matt Colville talk because I'm really excited to hear Matt Colville talk about like building a community online. I've mentioned this a couple of times, so that's not what ended up happening, but just a little bit of salt, not a whole lot. It was still a really good talk. But then I turn around 1 second, and then there's Jordan, who I see like every Saturday on my TV or computer or mobile device, and he's just like, "Hey, are you Cybrwulf?" And I'm like, "This is the first time I've been like referred to as this." I'm like, "Yeah, hey Jordan." He's just like, "Do you want to like get a selfie?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that's awesome. Of course I want to get a selfie with you."
Yes, please.
And so we did, and that's the story. He later ran past the Critical Role autograph line, and we had just talked. I don't think he follows the show that closely, so he was just like, "Oh, well, was the live show like a canon thing?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it was just like the next episode. It just that it was recorded in a stadium with a lot of people." But yeah, he just walked by, and I'm just like, "Hey, what's up?" Now I was in that line next to Dosbiff, and Librarian Liz,
and you guys did the left hand shake.
Yeah.
Dosbiff legend.
True.
Critter of the Year 2017, by the way.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's a thing?
Yeah, they had a I think it was on Reddit. They had not a competition, like a vote, and Daspif won, the dickhead.
Oh fuck! I need to get in the running. I need to be more active.
I make sure to bring it up every time I see him.
Very nice.
Because he knows he didn't deserve it. Disclaimer, he does a lot for the community, so he does deserve it.
Truly, truly.
But you know, how many gifts has he made, so...
How many memes has he contributed?
So some person had asked you for a photograph, which was surreal for you.
Oh, me? Yes.
Yeah.
That did happen to me, yeah. It happened a few times, which was odd.
Fucking rock star.
So every person I talked to or interacted with there was just the best and like so kind and nice, and I didn't have like one like negative or awkward interaction with anyone, despite me being an awkward mess most of the time.
Oh, mood.
Yeah, everyone was so nice. Like even people that like didn't. Okay, it sounds weird to say, but even people that didn't recognize me.
Don't you know who I am?
I'm trying my best not to say like they should recognize me, but because whenever I was walking around with someone and someone like we saw someone that they knew, they would have to point out that, oh, this is ArseQueef, by the way, and then that kicked off. But whenever I was by myself and I ran into some people that I recognized that I follow for cosplay stuff, I spoke to them and they were all amazing, despite me being just some randomer who said, "Hey, you look cool on like Instagram and stuff, like when you like do that thing when you like put the hair and like." So yeah, everyone was just the best.
Damn, how did you get that wonderful rip of just me giving anybody a compliment ever?
You look cool when you do the thing.
You look great whenever you do the thing.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly how I sounded every time. And everyone that spoke to me was like so eloquent and like well spoken. And I was just like the whole time.
Word vomit.
Yeah.
Oh, big mood.
The biggest mood.
Yeah, like I think someone said to me, "Hey, I'll make sure to say back to everyone at home that you said hi." And I was like, "Yeah, I will do that." And I was like, "Wait, that's not how that is meant to go." Like,
oh my god!
I just have to live with that for like the next half an hour.
Oh my god, that's me always in like any situation where something isn't reciprocal. Like for instance, the ticket attendant at the movie theater who's like, "Enjoy your movie," and I'm always like, "Thanks, you too." Or someone wishes me a happy birthday, which is topical, because my birthday wasn't too long ago, not the episode.
Happy birthday, by the way.
But thank you. But someone will be like, "Oh, happy birthday," and I have to fight back saying, "Thanks, you too." So yeah, what I'm saying is I understand that struggle.
So on Sunday they had another panel, and Rachel was kind enough to offer to sneak me into that one as well.
Yes, Queen Rachel.
So
yes.
So which of the ones was the one that was live streamed on Facebook?
I have no idea.
Okay, I think
maybe the Sunday one.
I think it was the Sunday one.
The Sunday one was a lot bigger than the Saturday one because I think MCM had realised at that point that they needed to accommodate a few more people than they did in the last one.
Ha! You fools!
Yeah. But yeah, disclaimer, everyone that worked at MCM that I saw was very overwhelmed but very accommodating for the amount of stampedes that the critter people caused.
Oh, surely.
Yeah. But the Saturday panel, I was right at the back because I got snuck in at the end. And I could just see like the TV screen at the top.
Mm-hmm.
And Brian was coming out and introducing everyone. and he introduced everyone one by one. And the noise was pretty intense. It was pretty loud when everyone was getting through, especially Matt. Like, people go nuts when someone says Matt Mercer.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
And then the last person he introduced was Sam. And Sam came soaring out and jumped over the couch in what he described as a soccer outfit.
Mm-hmm.
Soccer.
Yeah.
The dirty S word.
Yeah.
That dirty S word.
And he was wearing a shirt that I'd sent him about 3 months ago.
Yes.
When the World Cup was on, he was tweeting like his fake support of the England team.
Oh, it was fake?
Well, judging by the fact that he didn't know it was an England shirt, I would say it was probably fake.
Oh.
But yeah, so I sent him that because I thought it'd be funny. And apparently it didn't arrive until like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
So yeah. But then, so in the panel he said, ArseQueef gave me this shirt. And when he said that, people cheered, which was weird to be in the room for.
Oh my God, I get
You were in the room where it happened?
Yeah.
Big mood. That was like whenever I went to the Talks Machina panel at GenCon and Brian called me out that I was there and people were like screaming at me and I was like,
Which you cannot see in the Critical Scope recording.
There is no evidence. It has been erased from memory.
Thanks, Dasbiff.
Your fucking fault.
Thanks, Duracell.
Just kidding. Technical difficulties happen. So, yeah. But, oh my God. What a cool moment.
Yeah, it's very odd. Just, like, the most I'd heard my name said out loud before this was, like, 3 times. And then when you're in a room, it's like, Sam Riegel says it on stage, and then people cheer. It's like, all right, okay, this is real. This is happening.
Just like, who are they referencing?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But then Sam ruined it all when he said that his least favorite accent was the Yorkshire accent. So.
Oh no.
Rip. Ripperonis.
So me and him are on speaking terms right now.
You heard it here first. This is the start of the ArseQueef Regal feud.
We'll just have to perfect our Yorkshire accents.
Yeah, I can give you some tips.
Oh, yes, please.
Like, if you have to say a name that has 2 T's in the middle, you don't pronounce either T's and really confuse people when you introduce yourself.
So if I'm saying, like, Harry Potter, I'd be like, Harry Potter.
Exactly. Or if you have a character named Otto, you say uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
And then when you're talking to people about your character, they won't stop calling you a Teletubby because all you ever call them is uh-oh. Which happened quite a lot.
Oh my God. Okay,
Wait. Were you talking about your OC during MCM?
No. Yes, I was.
Oh, yeah. Do you want to talk about Otto for a little bit since this is a OC-friendly stream?
Yeah, let's talk about hot OCs for a bit.
Let's talk about it.
Otherwise, it's not an episode of this podcast.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about that stinky man.
So I play a human rogue mastermind, recently masterminded.
Yeah, y'all just hit level 3.
Yeah.
In Connor's Amon Waterdeep Dragon Heist game. He's a middle-aged, balding, mustachioed man with a beer belly and a affinity for gravy.
I picture him as that, like, gross mustached guy from, like, Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
I can live with that. Yeah, he's not the nicest guy and doesn't like most people unless he's, winning money off them in some sort of fashion.
Oh my God. Otto was just such a fucking gambler.
He's an addict.
But you've won, like, so much money, though.
Yeah, in the first session I won like 300 gold in like one gambling session.
It was ridiculous.
And it's great because it fills my virtual gambling addiction that I can't do with my own money. So I can just do it with Otto's money.
Do it with imaginary money.
Yeah.
It's much more fun when there's no real life consequences.
Get that fake schmoony.
Yeah, get that schmoony.
Rise and grind, fake boys. Fake schmoony.
But yeah, ours, I didn't really have that much of a idea of what it was going to be like going in. Like, I was just like, feel it out. Because this was my first time playing with you guys.
Yeah.
I just kind of walked in and just said, like, right, I'm here now. Like, like you guys have been playing together for ages.
Actually, I don't think... I've never DM'd for Ginger Benji.
Yeah.
I never DM'd. I did a Pathfinder one-shot with them. But...
Well, you DM'd our Curse of Strahd campaign, so you've DM'd for me and TSB before.
I've DM'd for you and TSB before, yeah.
But Ginger Benji was like a recent convert back into D&D. Like, he had played once, and he was kind of like, eh. But then once we convinced him that, oh, you can do, like, anything with D&D, he was like, oh, okay. Once he realized that, like, stories could be more lax than they were. So he had, like, gotten back into it. So,
yeah, I think we kind of might have, I think I personally might have ruined that a bit for him like a few weeks ago when he was having a bit of an emotional moment with the dragon. And
yeah, there was a wonderful moral decision that needed to be made with something that you can find in the Critical Role campaign guide.
Yeah, fucking murdered that little dragon. But no, it was a great moment. I think he took it in stride out of character, but like in character he was devastated, which is great because I love inter-party conflict, me personally, as the drama queen that I am. So I was just like, yes, eating this shit up. But no, I think he you know, out of game didn't take it personally, but like in game, Glide, his character was like very upset.
Although let's be 100% straightforward with this, it was all Laura's fault.
Wait, it was all whose fault?
Alora.
All right.
Oh,
it was all Laura's fault.
Alora shot first.
Yeah, Cyber was playing Allura as a shoot first from the hip. Lady wizard.
Y'all had talked a lot with this primordial dragon spawn, which sort of tells exactly what this thing is.
For low level characters.
Yeah. It's an adventure specifically described for low level characters, which, you know, sort of fits with them on Dragon Heist.
Yeah.
Waterdeep Dragon Heist, sorry.
Yeah.
But Allura has a history with this thing and knows what it could have become. So whenever y'all could not make a decision that early on, she made it for you.
Yeah, her actions were justified. My character is from the Feywild, so she didn't really have a horse in the race. So she was just like, I'll go with whatever everyone else says. But no, it was a very dramatic moment because Glide, Ginger Benji's character, was trying to get other people to stop attacking the little baby primordial dragon, and I had to end up holding person on him. I had to hold his person. So that was a very dramatic moment.
It was very convincing. Like, I went in there thinking this thing has to die, but then, you know, Glide's passionate plea that this thing has to survive almost got me.
Yeah, but no, Otto had, like, you know, the backstory, because Otto is an Ammonite?
Ammonian.
Yeah, so
He's an emo.
you were there for all that Thordak business.
Can't be having dragons in the city.
No.
And Glide was like, we have to transport it back to it where it came from, but then, like,
This is where it came from.
yeah, and that's kind of how Thordak happened. So it's like, let's not. And then we're going to hang its head in our bar, so it's like pretty awkward.
Like, where can we hang it so Glide won't be offended? Oh my god. But yeah, that's our very juicy Iman Dragon Heist campaign so far.
Yeah, look, Cybrwulf is expertly DMing so far.
Look, expert, sure, whatever. But like we sort of mentioned earlier, Ginger mentioned won't be there next week, so I'll be doing another one shot, or I'll be doing a one shot. This is something that I have run before, but not with this particular skin.
Ooh. I'm very excited because I get to play a character concept that I'm excited with.
Not bad.
You're half right. I'm very predictable with what
Kyle with an N, back on her bullshit.
100% back on my bullshit. But yeah. No wizard actually. Yeah. And then of course TSB 100% back on his bullshit with a tiefling sorcerer.
Of course.
So hopefully AQ you won't bring another magic user to the table, a squishy magic user, so we won't let him die. All right, wizard, sorcerer, warlock, let's go. We fucking got this.
AQ, I think I need to roll another character.
No, it's okay.
No, it's gonna be great. Like I said, I've run this session before with players that are very self-destructive. They ended up okay. So yeah, I think it's gonna go good, and yeah, y'all might learn a little bit of meta lore.
Lore?
With how I'm running this particular game with this setting. So yeah, that's what we're doing.
Hell yeah.
But you had actually talked to a couple of people about Otto during MC London? Like
Just a bit.
That's neat.
Because this is my fifth character ever.
Okay.
And it's the first one that's probably going to make it to level 5 if we finish this adventure.
Oh wow.
So I think I was basically just telling them that how much of a little shit he is at gambling.
Truly.
And how he managed to.
So this is 100% Matt Mercer and James Hake's fault because they included the gambler feat in the Critical Role guide. Yes.
And it just so happened to be on D&D Beyond when I was looking at my background.
Yeah, because I ported all of that in. Eventually I'll do a D&D Beyond tutorial on it. But
so I get advantage on convincing people to gamble with me and advantage on lying when I'm gambling, which is coming handy.
Yeah. Conveniently enough, it's the perfect time to take pee breaks.
I guess so.
For me, anyway.
You cannot control your fight milk.
We'll be back in just a itty bitty bit as we.
You're gonna play. The popular one-hit wonder American Werewolf in London soundtrack.
Yeah, of course you gotta put a werewolf across.
Yeah.
Okay, which one?
Teen Wolf.
Teen Wolf.
Yeah.
The 80s movie or the MTV reboot?
If you could have them crossing over, that'd be nice.
Silver Connor is
Silver Connor.
So mad.
Do it. Do it. Yeah. All right, we'll be right back. Woo, werewolves of London.
Banger.
Welcome back. So I literally only know that song because of the Kid Rock cover of it, also mixed with Sweet Home Alabama.
Wait, isn't there a movie though?
American Werewolf in London?
Something like that.
I think that's a thing, but it's not the song. The song is
No.
just Werewolves in London.
Yeah.
Please. Like, comment, and subscribe if you know the Werewolves in London lore.
I know it's by Elton John.
Oh, yes. So we have one piece of the lore.
So I'm seeing Kylen furiously rub a Vax on screen, and I am happy.
Can you just bleep out the backs of that sentence when you edit this?
No. Don't imagination.
Denied. And I am very happy with this familiar action going on, especially since I've been watching Adventures of Sabrina.
The chilling
Adventures of Sabrina.
How does it compare to the original series?
So I never watched the original live action series, but there was the animated series that I watched a couple of episodes of.
Oh yeah.
I think it's really cool. Lots of cool witch lore with like the satanic spin on it.
Yeah.
Like they actually like lean into the like, hey, witches make a bargain with Satan and stuff. And, like Satan's a main character.
They can get away with that shit on Netflix.
Yeah, I mean it's legit. I like it. Apparently, I don't know. Was Riverdale another like tie-in with this? Is it a prequel series? I don't know.
Just the Riverdale cinematic universe?
I think so.
Damn.
Like I legitimately think so. Sorry, there's like a fly in my room that I'm trying to get rid of. It's legitimately an episode of All Work No Play.
Scuffed All Work No Play.
Fly Zero. Let's talk about it.
I'm sorry, we are part of the All Work No Play cinematic universe.
Our connecting
just with KyleWithAnN and ArseQueef instead of Liam O'Brien.
That's the only reason I'm here, because they invited me on All Work No Play and I need to get some practice in, so.
Damn. I can't believe we're just a stepping stone.
At Liam O'Brien, at
regular listeners, Liam O'Brien.
At Voice of Brian, and at Sam Regal. Is that their Twitter handles? I'm a little bit. I've had a little.
And Voice of O'Brien at Sam Regal.
Get ArseQueef on All Work No Play.
Please.
This is going to be the last Fight Milk episode. You guys are fucked.
Listen.
Listen, we've been getting progressively drunker with every episode so that whenever season 2 comes around and the production value goes up, we can get even drunker and just die.
That's the finale.
Wow.
The finale is we just die.
Okay. Stay tuned.
We'll edit that out in post, maybe.
Don't do it.
Dying talking about your OCs and how hot they are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, we die as we live. So, talking about your OC was not the end of your MCM London experience, ArseQueef.
No. As much as I would like to just talk about him all day or every day, there was other things to do.
So what other things did you do?
I mentioned I had a group photo picture.
Yes.
You did.
So I got in line for that. And that was quite a long line. It was about an hour. And there was some people, there was a group, like a Vex, a Percy, and a Vax and stuff on the other side of the line. And they recognized me and they pointed at me and said, they basically mouthed, "Are you ArseQueef?" And I just nodded. And then it was just like all their arms went up and it was like, "Oh my God, it's ArseQueef." And I was like, "Shh.
Don't let anyone know."
Don't reveal me. Do not reveal my true name.
Yeah.
I'm like a devil. If you know my true name, then you can do whatever you want.
Didn't give it out to anyone. It was too secret. So yeah, got in the group picture line, and they have that. Did you get a group picture at GenCon? I don't think you did you?
No, they didn't have photo opportunities at GenCon.
No, we didn't have a photo op. Kylen got a picture with Brian, like we sort of talked about before. I also got a picture with Brian, but that's because I like cornered him in the airport after Kylen dropped me off at the airport.
Yes.
And I was just like, oh, hey, Brian, hey, thanks. I introduced you to Kylen. Hey.
And he obviously recognized you and wanted a picture with you.
Absolutely not. I was backlit. It was late. He had seen like so many people, and like it was right before his life was changed whenever he met one half of my wonderful guests here tonight.
Hey.
So no, he did not recognize me, and I'm sure he does not recognize me afterwards.
Don't worry, I've told him about you, so you should be fine.
Bah.
Indeed. Did you gush hours on end about your OC?
Yeah, that's all we talked
Brian
about.
Wayne Foster.
So anyway, here's Anna.
But no, I did get a random picture which you did comment on.
I did?
Yeah, you were like, I'm glad my boys are getting along well. Which was like one of the highlights of my day.
Oh.
Getting back to Austin at 1 a.m.
My boys.
Here come those boys.
But we're here to talk about your picture because you got a picture with everyone.
Oh, it was so good.
So good. That wonderful Pumat Prime shirt. Please tell me it's a Pumat Prime shirt.
Available on redbubble.com.
Link now.
Link in the description.
Actually, yeah, send me that link so that number one, I can buy one, and number two, I can link it in the description.
Oh, yeah.
Make sure to get the premium one because it gives me more money.
Is it like softer? Like, does it?
I don't know.
If you rub it 3 times, do you appear in our window? Like,
Please do.
You have to buy every available product with it on for that to happen.
Mm.
So good luck with that.
You heard it here first.
First person to have fight milk out of their Puma Prime mug. I will personally come visit your house.
Shit!
and there we go, 100 furious critters. at least the 6 of them who listen to Kylen's and my podcast.
No, I'm sure we'll get at least 2 more viewers because ArseQueef.
Yeah, that's what I had. I had 2 viewers. My mum and my dad who watch everything I do.
Thanks, Arse mom, Arse dad. Sorry,
I'm done. I can't continue with this. This is my breaking point.
Good night.
So how was your picture?
Pictures, please.
Okay, first of all, I have to mention that there was a woman in front of me who had a little baby. She dressed her little baby up as Not.
Oh my god.
So it had like green face paint and big ears. And whenever it walked past people in the line, it would wave at them. It was the cutest thing I've ever seen.
Oh my gosh.
It was the best. But yeah, they have this, they have the picture thing. It's a machine in the picture booth. It's like you get 4 seconds to pose for your picture and then it's the next person's turn.
Oh.
It is fast. It is fast. But it means you get through a lot of people. So
yeah. Efficiency.
Oh, the British and their orderly cues.
Yeah. So I walk up. It's my turn. I say, all right, lads. I walk in the middle. And then, like, I think Marisha and stuff is like saying, what we doing? What we doing? It's ArseQueef. What we doing? I don't say anything because I have no idea what to do. I just stand there and try not to look as derpy as possible, which I failed to do.
Relatable.
And so we take the picture. You're like led off to where you can get your picture printed out. And I think I hugged Brian just as I'm leaving. But that was about it. We'll get to the printout place, and then Brittany walks up behind me, and she says, well, actually, as I'm walking out, a few more people recognize me, and like, I think one guy said, can I get the queefiest of high fives from you, please?
Oh.
So I gave that guy a high five. And I get to the picture place, and Brittany walks up behind me, and I'm waiting for it to print out. She says, I've come here so we can get a spare copy for the office.
Oh, that's so good, so pure.
So yeah, wait for it to get printed out. I think she like gives it to like the MCM people, and then like can you get me a copy of this or something like that. I don't know. So yeah, I get that picture. I leave there. Chill out, get some food for the rest of the day, meet some other people. Missed some people that I wanted to meet, but I didn't get a chance to. So next year, if you're there, because there was some people that were like from mainland Europe that I wanted to meet that just missed, like coincidentally, because I was pretty busy. So next year.
Yeah, I mean, this is like one event that they set up for essentially all of Europe. So
yeah,
lots of missed opportunities are bound to pop up. Hopefully, they find time to do more stops soon
without being too tired.
Yeah, there's only so much that any one person can commit to.
Yeah, they did say on Thursday that they would try and come back. Just after Marisha had said it was great to meet ArseQueef, which was surreal.
Oh my god, yeah.
That's pretty nuts. Definitely have that saved as my wallpaper. I got to meet Kit Bus.
Oh, you did.
As
the long lines.
Just as the con was closing, she had like no one at her booth, so I went over and just introduced myself for a bit. And she was really nice, obviously, because she's like the sweetest person to ever exist.
Now, did she recognize you?
I think I said she looked pretty tired because she probably just met about 2,000 people in the space of 2 hours.
Jesus, yeah.
I think Kate was the only person that I said like, oh, "Hi, I'm ArseQueef," and then we chatted for a bit as she was like packing up her booth.
Okay.
And she's just the nicest person.
Oh, that's good.
I have not had any interactions with Kit Bus, but one of my friends has. He just started running a Tyranny of Dragons game, which is Order of the Dragon Queen and Rise of Tiamat.
Yes.
But he got a scene from the very first episode where like there's this blue dragon terrorizing the village, and all of the party and everything. Kit Bus, he was just like, I don't know a lot of people, but like I've been watching Critical Role because Camille does D&D had introduced him to Critical Role, and he was like, okay, well, let me just like reach out, like, hey, I know I'm going to get this fly eventually. I know that you don't have commissions open right now. Do you know whenever you might have some, so that I might like be able to reach out? No, actually, no. He said, do you know anybody else who might be taking commissions right now that you would recommend? And Kit replied to him, and he's like, actually, I'm about to open some commissions. Would you like to get in line? To which he replied, yes. So he got a Kit Bus commission of the very first D&D game that he ran.
Oh.
Ballin'.
Yeah. And she was just like so kind and got it out to him really fast. Like at the time that we're recording this, I've seen it like a month ago. So
wow.
Yeah, it was great. and it was just such a good photo. Like you can see, like there's this drunken monk, and you just see the flames like illuminating him, and there's just so much stuff happening. Kit Bus does such a good job, but unfortunately, I have not had any experiences with her, even though she's the most wonderful, sweetest person on the earth.
Well, that just means that we have to go to London MCM, am I right?
Right.
Yeah, fuck GenCon.
Or Volcano's Dose.
So everyone donate to ArseQueef's GenCon stuff so that we can record another one of these or something else. Or
Because you obviously love this one so much, you need a second one.
Yeah. Yeah. Or just like a lot of y'all can meet ArseQueef, because like obviously he's a chill dude.
Yeah. I'll sign something for you and spell it wrong. What more do you want?
That's all you can ask for in this life.
Is a misspelling.
It's a misspelling from ArseQueef.
I'm never going to live that down. I hate myself for doing that.
Just steer into all of your failures like I do.
Yeah, you just gotta commit. Commit to failure. And then no one else can, make fun of you. Because you're just like, oh, I already owned up to that.
I mean, that's how I got my name in the first place, so I'll keep doing it.
Oh, really?
That's secret law. We'll save that for episode 2.
Secret ArseQueef lore.
Yeah.
Do you want me to edit that out? Or
no, keep it.
Okay.
No. That attracts interest to our podcast, so other people will be like, oh, I need the ArseQueef lore.
Because everyone's just clamoring for it at the minute.
Truly, certainly.
So you had met with Kit Bus whenever she was packing up her booth. Yes.
And around this point, I messaged Brian and said, hey, can I come say bye to you guys and say thank you for everything that you've done this weekend, especially for me? And he said, yeah, come over to my booth. So I wandered over there. And the first thing I noticed that was Liam was still signing. At this point, it was 5:10. The convention closes at 5.
Oh.
And everyone's meant to leave. But Liam still had, no exaggeration, about 120 people still left in his line.
Oh Lord.
Shit.
And so I wander past them. I see some people I knew. I talk to them for a bit. And then I'm waiting for Brian at his autograph desk where he said to meet, which is right next to Liam's. And I see Taliesin come running out of the behind the scenes bit over to where I am.
Oh.
And he comes over to where I am, where I'm sat down. He gets to the table and he talks to some of the MCM staff that are right around me, and he says, I have a feeling a lot of people are about to be very disappointed, so let's try and make some of their day.
Oh.
He grabs a pen and then he basically sprints over to the Liam line. And I just watch as he goes up to each one individually and hugs them and signs something for them.
Oh, Taliesin.
Because I think he thought the line would get cut off and a lot of people wouldn't get their Liam autograph.
Yeah.
Oh.
So he made sure to go over to everyone and made sure they had something to, talk about or have if they got cut off. So that was probably the coolest thing I saw. I think, fortunately, everyone who was in the line, they kept it open for everyone, so Liam got through everyone. Because Liam is the person that people spend the most time talking to after, he's the softest boy.
Oh.
So people like telling them how he's affected them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's definitely the person who's in my admittedly limited experience. Let me try to get out a coherent thought. Who's made himself the most vulnerable, at least with their first couple of characters. So.
Yes.
And especially his first one shot.
Oh yeah, part 2 of that one shot just broke me.
Yeah, exactly. Where he laid out his deepest, darkest emotions for the world to see.
I was
Which has,
rich for having known you.
exactly. Which
Oof.
apparently has an effect on people, and they want to tell him about it, which is valid. I mean, you know,
Very.
if I had more than 3 beads of liquid in my mouth and I didn't have the biggest dry mouth when I spoke to him, I
Oh.
might have had to say something of the same effect. But what are you gonna do?
Oof.
So yeah, that was cool to see that Taliesin did that. Like, it just shows that these people are invested in the enjoyment of the people that come to see them. They're not just, you know, here to, you know.
They're not just showing up as an obligation.
Right.
Like, they care.
Exactly.
Plain and simple, they care.
Yes, exactly. At this point, Brian came back down, and we got to speak for a bit. He signed a few extra things for me, which I didn't ask for, or like anything like that. He just like basically threw them at me.
Oh.
And we got to chat for a bit longer, just like about shit, basically, just bullshit. And yeah, that was basically it. We said goodbye. I said my thank yous. Liam passed me as he was going back. I made sure to say thank you and goodbye to him as well.
Oh.
Yeah, and I basically booked it home and went the 5-hour train back that I had. Got in at like 2 a.m. that night.
Were you by the bin on the way back?
Fortunately, it was quite a train on the way back, so
Okay.
I got a nice seat to look over all my con halls.
Mm-hmm. Did you get anything?
What did you get?
Got a nice dice set.
Mm.
Do you
I
know
think
what company or
But-
manufacturer?
I have no idea.
That's fair.
It was like the only place that was selling dice there.
Okay.
But yeah, it's like my MCN dice now. And then just like the pictures I got signed and stuff. Just looked over all that on the way home. Tried to look through Twitter for all the people that I took pictures with and like saved all those pictures just to add it to my shit that I would never thought happened scrapbook that I'm keeping.
Oh. The official scrapbook.
Actually, scrapbook. Only here.
Were they words?
Listen, it's getting
very
pretty
drunk.
late.
The fight milk has affected us. It is about to turn 2 a.m. for the first time here in the States.
Please do not judge.
Hey, it's 7 a.m. here.
Yeah, but it's about to be 2 a.m. for the second time in the States.
Oh shit! I forgot it was daylight savings times and
Just to age this episode to the literal hour.
Oof. Oh shit! There you are. Okay.
You okay?
No.
Oh no. So yeah, that pretty much sums up your MCM experience.
Yes, that was my MCM story.
Woo!
Yes.
We got through. We hit all the high points of the ArseQueef MCM 2018, right? It's 2018 experience.
What year is it?
What year is it? I mean, it's about to be 2019. So, anything else that you wanted to talk about during our time here?
Nah, I basically just came here to tell people how famous I was. So I'm pretty sure I did that.
I just came here to flex. Hopefully I was successful on that venture.
For the second time this episode. Weird flex. But okay.
But okay.
Well.
Anybody want to plug?
Indoor Adventurer. Pro Restarter. Open for Adventure.
Yeah, we'll put the links down in the doobly-doo.
Links are in the doobly-doo. We'll also include the Redbubble where you can find the Pumat Prime shirt.
Yes, yeah.
Because I specifically have been looking for that, but have not found it.
Oh, and yeah, I have the Shmoony now, so I can get it.
Send that Shmoony.
I expect you all to wear it on all of your D&D streams.
In case you didn't know,
For maximum exposure.
Shmoony is because Connor is so white that he didn't know how to pronounce Shmani. That was too good. I'm about to die right now.
Okay, was it literally posted as Shmoney?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, well, I read it as Shmoony.
It was the whitest thing I've ever seen.
Okay. I am a white.
You're missing out at Cybrwulf1201 Twitch streams. White people pronunciations.
So I think we're in the process of transitioning the good boy coin based currency to a Shmoony based economy.
Thank God.
Over on the Cyberwolf channel.
Thank God. I have so many Shmoony.
So we'll see how that affects the channel. But
that's the tipping point. That's where it's going to take off.
just having Shmoony to throw. But yeah, I don't know where that was going.
Good fucking night.
Good night. Bye, guys. ArseQueef, anything you want to plug?
Watch Cyberwolf streams on Saturdays. I did the channel art, so just come for that.
It's gone.
Watch Critical Role in the Critical Role Twitch chat because I did the emotes.
Yes.
Yeah, please use all those ArseQueef emotes.
Watch Open for Adventure whenever they stream because I did the logo.
Yes.
Yeah, they did.
What else I do? I think that's it.
Follow ArseQueef at ArseQueef on Twitter.
And then ArseQueefy on Instagram because some motherfuckers took ArseQueef.
Oh.
Make sure to watch Dragon Knights on Saturdays and then get in the chat and ship Zephyr and Isabel for me because it's a lonely fight I'm fighting. I need other people there with me.
Hey.
Oh, you are not alone on that ship.
Yes.
But more complications have been thrown that way.
Dingo is very much pro Zephyr and Isabel.
I don't know. My sort of fiance might be dead. I don't know. We haven't touched on that since I literally made the backstory.
Oof, oof.
We better wrap up because I don't think Kylen's right eye has been open for the last hour and a half. So.
Don't make fun of my eye.
All right, but thank you all for sticking by this long with our drunk asses. And we will see y'all later.
Stay tuned, my friends.
Bye.